He was taken into custody and later booked into Santa Clara County Main Jail for crimes related to kidnapping and sexual assault. Now, SJPD would like to commend the bravery of the victim who did report this incident. Thanks to her and thanks to the quick work of our officers, our detectives, and our RTIC analysts, we were able to quickly apprehend the suspect using modern technology, just like the ALPR cameras and the Fuses database. So thanks to that combined work, we were able to assure that no other victims were harmed because of the suspect. At this time, we don't believe that there are any additional victims, or we don't have reports of any additional victims. However, because of the gravity of this case and the sensitivity of this case, if anyone has any other information or was a victim because of suspect Marlo Porter, we urge them to contact our detectives, and that information is provided in the press release below.
He was already on the Megan's Law list?
He was a registered sex offender, correct.
Talk about the technology. I mean, it's making officers' jobs quicker to solve some of these things. What are some of these databases and cameras and stuff that you're using?
So Fuses system is something that our Real-Time Intelligence Center utilizes. It just integrates a bunch of different databases in one so that our officers can get or piece together information that they have, and we can kind of see it all in one area. Now, ALPR, or Automated License Plate Reader cameras, are cameras throughout the city which integrate like City of San Jose public safety cameras. So it's cameras around the city that we can utilize when a crime occurs, and we can try to, again, piece together, identify suspects in our cases. Now, again, this is new technology that we're using, and we have seen time and time again that it has helped in a lot of our cases and in apprehending these violent criminals. And so it's new technology that we are using and will continue to use responsibly, and it's something that has helped us tremendously and has been crucial in locating, identifying, and apprehending these violent criminals.
I would say, would you say that the time's just been cut? I mean, from the old days of cases to now, license plate readers finding these officers, that it's not just the officer who happens to run across them.
Well, it's a combined work ethic. So it's technology that we are utilizing with the work ethic of our officers on the ground. So it's a combined work, and it's something that we're seeing that has been working, and we will continue to do so responsibly to ensure that our community is safe, because at the end of the day, our responsibility or our main priority is public safety and our community trust, and we want to be as transparent as possible when we utilize this technology and when it works to apprehend these suspects. Yeah, of course.
I know that's no, definitely. You still need that. All right, go ahead and the name and all that good stuff.
Okay. Stacy Shi, S-T-A-C-I-E, last name S-H-I-H, Senior Public Information Representative for the San Jose Police Department. I'm going to start with our vehicle burglary spree case that we made an arrest for recently. So from November 8th to November 8th to November 9th last year, SJPD received multiple reports of vehicle burglaries that occurred in 4 residential complexes located in North San Jose. The preliminary investigation revealed that an adult male suspect entered these residential parking garages and burglarized multiple vehicles. He fled the scene prior to police arrival, but in total, SJPD received 114 vehicle burglary reports. Our burglary unit detectives began an investigation and identified the suspect as Ramses Hernandez Rivera. Now, we obtained an arrest warrant for the suspect as well as a search warrant for his associated residence in the city of Gilroy. The suspect was actually already in Santa Clara County Main Jail at the time for an unrelated crime, but was subsequently booked for vehicle burglary. On January 14th, our detectives served the search warrant in the city of Gilroy as residence and located evidence of the crime. For this case, we do really want to commend the Santa Clara County District Attorney's Office for continuing to hold the suspect accountable. They were able to file multiple charges for the suspect for vehicle burglaries. We also want to thank the community for their assistance with this case. As you recall, last year we did ask for the public's assistance for any information in identifying the suspect. We received several tips from the community, and this really is positive because it shows the willingness of our community to work hand in hand with our local police department. Now, although these tips weren't really fruitful in terms of providing the positive identification, I think, again, the one positive note that we took out of it was the community was willing to help. Our community worked with San Jose Police Department because they want to be involved in addressing criminal activity and subsequently apprehending the suspect. So we are grateful for our community for coming forward and helping with us.
So he's in custody from a previous.
Yeah, the suspect was already in custody at Santa Clara County Main Jail for an unrelated crime, but was subsequently booked for the vehicle burglaries that he committed back in November.
Perfect.
I'm going to move on to the next person. On January 10th, a little before 3 p.m., SJPD responded to a report of a shooting that occurred inside of a business located in the 3000 block of Story Road. Upon arrival, we did locate one adult male victim suffering from at least one gunshot wound. The victim was transported to a local hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. The suspect did flee the scene before police arrival, but we did locate a privately made firearm along with an extended magazine that was located. The preliminary investigation revealed that the male suspect was in a brief contact with the victim when he began to shoot at the victim and striking him at least one time. Our violent crimes enforcement team officers responded to the scene quickly and utilized the automated license plate reader cameras to identify the associated suspect vehicle. With the assistance of our gang investigation unit detectives and a real-time intelligence center, we were able to quickly locate the vehicle in the city of San Jose. Now, the vehicle was unoccupied at the time, but we did identify a 17-year-old juvenile suspect associated to the vehicle who was responsible for the shooting. So I'll say that again. We identified a 17-year-old juvenile suspect associated to the vehicle who was responsible for the shooting that occurred in the 3000 block of Story Road. Detectives obtained an arrest warrant for the suspect, as well as search warrant for his associated residence, and on January 14th, we were able to locate and arrest the juvenile suspect in the city of Stockton. He was subsequently booked into Santa Clara County Juvenile Hall for multiple crimes, including attempted murder. Now, this case is an example of the dangers of gang violence involving our youth. This was something committed in broad daylight at a busy business. You could see that the suspect just indiscriminately fired rounds inside of a business. But, you know, what's positive is this case also highlights the tremendous efforts of our detectives and our officers who utilize technology and investigative tactics to really quickly locate and apprehend the suspect. So I do want to commend our detectives and officers who work quickly around the clock, not only to identify the suspect right away, but be proactive in addressing gang violence.
Again, on this, this is another case where the automated license plate readers have been extremely helpful. How much has it helped?
I think utilizing the automated license plate reader cameras really made a huge difference in quickly identifying the suspect vehicle. If you think about it, again, this crime was committed in broad daylight. It was a very blatant disregard for public safety. So, I mean, it's safe to say this individual, the suspect, would have done it again, knowing that they could escape the consequences. And so we proved that he can. You know, we utilized the license plate reader cameras to identify the suspect vehicle and in real time track this vehicle, which led to the apprehension of the suspect. Now, again, this wouldn't have been possible. I know our detectives and our officers did an outstanding job using their investigative techniques, but using these cameras really helped us do that in real time. If it wasn't for that, if we didn't find him and put him behind bars, who knows if he would have used that same gun or another gun to commit such heinous acts in the future. So we really prevented that by using modern technology to address crime in real time.
Great. Thank you so much.
No problem. Thank you for coming out. Here's our one fan.